Number 1. To learn or not to learn. To learn English or not to learn English. To spend time on it or not to spend time on it. To take courses on weekdays, in the evenings, after work, or only at weekends. To study on my own or with a private teacher. I constantly ask myself these questions. Every morning I wake up thinking about English. Usually, I get up at about 7 o'clock, make breakfast, make the bed, take a shower, do my hair, get ready for work, and drink coffee. And I try not to think about English. Quite often, I leave home after 8 and, as usual, try to solve a very important problem. To take a taxi or to go by subway. On the way to work, I, naturally, watch the other passengers on a train or watch the taxi driver. I look at them and think, to get down to serious work or not? I seldom come to work on time. But both at work and during a lunch break, and even on my way home, I constantly imagine that I speak English fluently, easily translate from Russian into English and backward, that I perfectly word my thoughts, not only in Russian, but also in English, too. I enjoy it a lot. But when I come home and make myself comfortable in front of the TV set, I forget about everything. And the next morning, I, as usual, try to solve the most vital problems. To learn English or not to learn English. To spend time on it or not to spend time on it. To take courses on weekdays, in the evenings after work, or only at weekends. To study on my own or with a private teacher.
Number 2. You and me. I am always happy and you are always unhappy. I am always glad and you are always upset. I am usually free and you are often busy. I am always active and you are always tired. When I am at home, you are at work, and when you are at home, I am already in bed. You are constantly in traffic jams. You are always late. You are seldom pleased with your work. You are always sleepy and angry. I am always cheerful and joyful, because I am just a child and you are already an adult.
3. Twix Brothers. Twix brothers are so different. One is seldom late for his work, the other is rarely late for his duty. One is afraid of mice, the other is scared of rats. One is crazy about candies, the other is fond of sweets. One is interested in films, the other is keen on movies. One feels sorry for the poor, the other feels sorry for the homeless. The first one is angry with the ignorance. The second one is angry with illiteracy. The first one is very tired at work. The second one is just exhausted at work. The first one is proud of his gifts. The second one is proud of his talents. But both of them are proud of their uniqueness. Number 4. A plump man in his prime. To begin with, let me introduce myself. I am a handsome, plump man in my prime. Just joking. I am a very normal person. I am about 40. I am interested in politics, sports, and modern art. I am crazy about jazz. I am crazy about listening to jazz radio in the car. I am good at storytelling. I am fairly fit. I am seldom ill. I am well off. And, the key point, I am not married. On the whole, I am Mr. Right. However, for some reason, I am constantly late for work, and I'm always on the slow side there. To be absolutely honest, I am not a workaholic. Nevertheless, I am lucky, because my girl Friday is clear-headed and she always knows what is going on. She is such a dear. I wonder if she is in love with me. Number 5. Sherlock Holmes. He is good at math, but he isn't very good at poetry. He is interested in science, and he is keen on experiments. He is crazy about tricky stories, and he is really bored with fiction. Now he is busy with a new case. Honestly speaking, he is used to puzzles, and he is seldom surprised by their strangeness. But he is always glad for a new chance to use his mind. He is ready to help people, although he isn't very good at communicating with them. He is very annoyed with the police, and he is always angry with their dullness and helplessness. And of course, he is just fed up with amateurs. He is certain of his ability to solve crimes. He is responsible for his clients. That's why he isn't satisfied with his work until the case is resolved. He isn't afraid of criminals, and he doesn't regret choosing this occupation. He's proud of his responsibility. Sherlock Holmes is the best detective in the world. Number 6. A very serious person. I am a very serious person. I am responsible and reserved. I never play the fool. I don't waste time. I work for a big company and I really enjoy it. I always think through my actions and make the right decisions. I don't watch TV in the mornings because I read the latest newspapers. I am always familiar with the latest news. I usually go to work by bus because I don't drive a car. Every day I come to work on time. I open our office early in the morning. Sometimes I go on business trips. I don't like business trips because traveling takes a long time. I never flatter anybody and I never show off. My coworkers respect me. I'm a very important person in this company. I clean the floors in the president's office. Number 7. A boaster. I am a top-notch specialist. I edit a journal. I am not a lazy slob, and I am a lucky person. I am handsome and nice. I am a real leader. I am not a loser or a pessimist. I am an optimist, and I am a man of my word. I speak English fluently. I don't like chatting. I have a lot of subordinates. I never yell. I always speak politely. I always come to work on time. I am a very responsible person. I am seldom ill. I have a lot of friends. They respect me. I have a secretary. She always helps me. She usually has a lot of work to do. She never has a rest. She works all the time. Do you often work? Do you have a secretary? Do you like her? Do you appreciate her? How often does she make coffee for you? Does she help you sign papers? Does she ever call you at home late at night?
Number 8. Fabulous Vasia. There is Vasia. He is good at everything. He works all day long. He never gets tired. He is never ill, and he is never late for work. Vasia is interested in politics, and he watches news programs twice a day. He does sports. He plays football with his coworkers in the evening after work. He is keen on jazz music, and he even plays the contrabass in a real jazz band. His jazz band always performs in one of the city's clubs on Sundays. He has a lot of friends. He is the life and soul of every party. His parents are proud of him, and children are just crazy about him. Vasia never loses his temper. He never speaks in a rude way to his subordinates, and he is not afraid of problems. And, in spite of the fact that he constantly has to make important decisions, he is never in two minds, and he always makes the right choice. In fact, he is an outstanding personality. He always sees the bright side, and he has no regrets. Sometimes I even wonder if he is a real person or just a dream.
Number 9. My husband and I. I often go to the cinema with my grandchildren. But my husband never goes to the cinema. He always watches TV in the country house in the evenings. But where does my husband work? Why does he listen to the radio while my children and my grandchildren have breakfast? I don't know, because I go to work very early, at 8 o'clock, and I never have breakfast. Where do I work? I work in the office. Why do I work every day? Because I earn money. I am the breadwinner in our family. When do I work? I work in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, but I never work at night. How often does my husband call me? Quite often, because he works very little and I work a lot. That's why I earn a lot. I am often tired, and sometimes I have a headache. And my husband is never tired. He never has headaches, and he doesn't take responsibility for me, for our children, or for our grandchildren. I complain about my husband all the time, but the truth is that I love him very much. He is just a big child. He is a sociable and merry person. He is the life and the soul of the party. He is never boring. He makes friends easily, and he likes to invite a lot of people to our place. By the way, he is crazy about cooking, and he always cooks for our guests with a great pleasure. Just imagine, it costs him nothing to cook for 40 or 50 people. Well, we both, my husband and I, are a funny couple of lovebirds. Number 10. Dr. House and Mary. She works hard and earns a lot of money. That's why she's tired so often. Sometimes she is annoyed about something, angry with somebody, or upset. It's understandable. You know, she is divorced and she provides for her children by herself. She is the breadwinner in this family. She is responsible for her children on her own because her ex-husband is good for nothing and he is not dependable. In the mornings, she takes her children to school. Then she returns home and allows herself to relax a little. Mary makes breakfast for herself very slowly, makes real Turkish coffee. She is crazy about the smell of fresh brewed coffee. Then she settles cozily in front of a TV set. As usual, at 10:30, the regular series of her favorite serial starts. The ironic Dr. House always makes her thoughtful. At about 11, she gets into her car and drives to the office. However, after 6 hours of jitters during her talks, her thoughtfulness disappears. Mary comes home when her children are asleep. Thanks to God, her kids are independent and she is very proud of them. She brushes her teeth before bed as usual and smiles, looking forward to her upcoming meeting with Dr. House the next morning. Number 11. My family. I have a good family. I have a nice daughter. She studies at a very good school, and I'm proud of her. To tell the truth, she is a very good girl. She is never late for school. She doesn't go to school by bus. She goes on foot. She likes walking, and so do I. By the way, my daughter isn't lazy. She spends a lot of time at school, and when she comes home in the evening, she is often worn out and hungry. But that's okay, because I cook well. I don't cook every day because I'm very busy too. Believe it or not, I work both on weekdays and at weekends. That's why I seldom go to the hairdresser, and I always do my hair by myself. I'm just crazy about different hairstyles. And my husband is a military man. Among other things, he speaks English well too. So, sometimes we speak English even at home, because we like speaking English.
Number 12. The Saxophone and I. I am Constantine. I am a musician. I can play the saxophone. I play the saxophone every day. I never play the saxophone at home. My neighbors don't like it. I usually go to music school and I play the saxophone there. I like playing the saxophone in the evenings with my friend. He is a great guitarist. He likes playing with me, too. Actually, this is our hobby. We want to play with other musicians, but our friends cannot play the drums and the violin. Anyway, we like playing together. We are a duet. I am a saxophonist, and he is a guitarist. And I am happy because I can play the saxophone. I want to go to Europe and play with foreign musicians there. I think that I play the saxophone very well. I am a good musician. I can play with foreign musicians. But I don't speak English well. I'm always busy and I have no time. Anyway, I want to speak English fluently and without mistakes. I do my best to speak English well. I study English with a teacher twice a week, and I always do my homework. I am a hard worker, and I am a good student, but I seldom speak English after my classes. However, I like speaking English. I like speaking to foreigners. I am an active and sociable person, but now I am confused, and I'm afraid of English words that I don't know. I can make a mistake, but I try to do my best to speak English well, because I need it. I need to tell the foreign musicians, I can speak English. And now, let's play something together.
Number 13. Face-to-face conversation. Nothing can compensate for the lack of face-to-face interaction with a correspondent. A letter can't fully simulate a real conversation because you can't see your companion's eyes or hear his or her intonations. If you hear the real voice, you can understand all the shades of the meaning, which punctuation marks can't express. Nowadays, it's common to express feelings through smileys. But how can a bracket express a smile? Can 10 brackets together express sorrow or frustration? Can lines, points, and other marks express love? A glance can express much more than a whole opus. But people are used to these symbols and can't write without extra brackets. A person can't understand the joke in the text without the appropriate sign. Maybe I am just making a mountain out of a molehill because I miss my sister badly. She is a naturalist. She works in Antarctica, and it's impossible to get in touch with her by Skype.
Number 14. The Man I Love. Someday he'll come along, the man I love. And he'll be big and strong, and I'll do my best, and he will stay. He'll look at me and smile, and we'll understand everything. And then he'll take my hand. And though it's silly, we won't say a word. Maybe I will meet him on Sunday, maybe on Monday, who knows? I am sure I'll meet him some day. Maybe Tuesday will be my happy day. We'll build a small house, and it will be cozy and nice. We will have a family and children, a girl for me and a boy for him. We will live long and will die on the same day. How happy we will be.
Number 15. A party. Tomorrow will be Sunday, and I know how I will spend it. I will leave home early and go to the concert with my friends. Most likely, I won't like the concert because I am very choosy. I'm sure it will be too loud and rather boring. The musicians will play badly, and I will probably be even annoyed by the singer because he will sing awfully and he will look terrible. Well, we will listen to the concert till the end, and the concert will be over at 1 a.m. We will be hungry, so we will go to the pub for a meal. I will take pizza, cola, and tequila. I will be excited about the night ahead. I think it will be awesome. We will dance, have a good time, and enjoy ourselves a lot. And we will forget about our work, and I will be free and happy. We will leave the club at about 5 a.m. I will take a taxi because I won't be able to go by metro. I'll get home and immediately fall asleep.
Dialogue 16. What will you do? Hello. Will you be free tonight? What will you do?
I don't know. I am sleepy and tired. I feel ill.
Do you take any medicine? I'm afraid. You can feel worse.
Can you come?
I'm not busy, and I'm ready to come right now.
But then you will be late for your training.
I'll go there tomorrow.
I'm afraid I can't open the door.
Don't worry. I'll take the keys. Are you sure that you want to see me?
Sure. When will you arrive?
Next Monday.
What time will you be at the airport?
My plane will land at 11:50, so I'll get my luggage and I'll go out at about 12:30. Can you take me from the airport?
Okay. Where will you stay?
I'll stay at the Hotel National. What will you do on Friday?
Why?
Can you meet our customers at the central office? We need to discuss some questions with them.
Well, what time will they come?
They will come to the office at 17. so we can start at 17:15.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I will be busy in the evening. Can we start earlier?
I think so. What time would be good for you?
I will have to go at 15, so 13:30 would be okay. Hello. We are glad to see you at the Hotel Hawaii. Can I help you?
Good morning. Where can I check in?
You can do it here. What's your name?
Patrick Swayze. And, please, can you find a room with a view of the beach?
Okay, I'll try. Yes, that's right. We have one vacant room with the view of the beach, but there is an extra charge.
Excuse me, could you help me?
What's the problem?
Can you give me an alarm call tomorrow at 6?
Sure, I'll call you. Anything else?
Yes, please. My bar is empty already. Can you check it?
Okay. I'll leave a message to our cleaning manager. You know that we charge for that, don't you?
I do, thank you.
Not at all.
Number 17. An unlucky traveler. I need to travel a lot. I usually go on business trips twice a month, but next week is going to be really hard, and I'll have to move about every single day. You know, I don't like going by train. It's slow and uncomfortable. Maybe trains will be fast and comfortable in 5 to 10 years. But now they are not. And at the railway station, I'm always nervous and in a hurry. I hope that soon I won't hurry and be nervous because I'll speak English well and I'll understand native speakers. But now it's difficult for me to understand foreign speech because I don't speak English well. That's why I usually go to and fro, crying, "What's the number of this platform? Where does this train go? Where is my train?" And people think that I'm crazy. But I'm not crazy. I'm just afraid that I won't find my train. I hope that somebody will ask me, "Are you all right?" And I'll answer, "Of course I'm not. I can't find my train." And then he or she will say, "Don't worry. Get a grip. Pull yourself together. I'll tell you where to go." Now you understand why I prefer to travel by air. It's fast and comfortable. You only need to check your luggage, go through customs, and answer some simple questions. What is your name? How old are you? What is the purpose of your trip? Then you go aboard, take your seat, and fall asleep. That's it.